With Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. Pass to Smits. There's the drive. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Looking unstoppable there with his size and really long stride. Smith goes inside like a smooth wrecking ball.
Here's Livingston. Flushes it down to finish the break.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Here's Drexler. It's rebounded by Levine. Well, Grant, one thing Levine has done since entering the league, he's taken his strength training very seriously.
No question. I mean, he can play a much more physical brand of ball now. We even see him post up with his back to the basket, converting through contact. It's just part of his overall evolution.
That was no easy make. Give Drexler some props right there. He stuck with it and got it done.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
At the line, 2 shots.
And so he makes both from the line.
It's not luck that he's so steady at the line. It's through repetition and hard work.
Pass to Drexler. No luck on that one. Levine with some nice D. Out left to the wing. First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. Here's Smith. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
Pass to Odom. Down low. Here's Chandler. Ooh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Irving for 3. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
Irving knocking down that 3. Textbook form, too. Never rushes anything. Mechanics are efficient and effective.
Pass to Chandler. To the inside. Odom. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Lamar Odom terrorizing that rack with the ferocious throwdown.
And look at those moves in the post. And the smooth finish to go along with it.
Just excellent work around the rim.
Left his man lunging and reaching for air. That was something else right there.
Pass to Smits. 5 to shoot. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Give him 8.
You know, given his size, it makes a lot of sense to feed Smits down low. Really good execution there.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now a timeout called by Atlanta. .151 left now in the first quarter. Here's Curry. And Curry throws it down.
And sometimes we forget about Curry's ups. He's more than happy to remind us with the slam.
Steps back. Here's Irving. Takes it inside.
When you're trying to stop a guy like this, you have to match his intensity level.
And we all know what can happen when he gets rolling. A hot start can turn into an explosive scoring night.
Yeah, you can tell Curry knows the angles, smartly setting up another guy. And after winning MVP honors in 2015, Steph Curry was even better in 2016, taking home another MVP award, going back-to-back.
Here's Bryant. Fader on the way. Here's O'Neal. It doesn't go for him. So Atlanta will take it the other way. Marking it outside. Pass to Boozer. And he goes in for the dunk.
And Markkanen, the big fella, has nice court vision, solid at finding open teammates.
Durant has the open look.
Assist from.
And good. Coming on the assist by Irving.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
There's 21 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Durant. And it's slammed in by Durant.
Nice handles, tight handles, fluid handles, right into a shooting motion. Durant able to do everything on the offensive end. That's how you do it, big fella, with power. Yes.
And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
I know it's early, but you have to wonder if these offenses can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd-pleasing already.
And at the end of one, both teams putting up some points. The New York Knicks leading by 3. Don't go away. We'll be back. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for Atlanta.
Well, guys, early on, they're driving the lane constantly, using their quickness to gain an advantage. Look at their points off penetration.
And, you know, in no time at all, they've also started finding points inside, already taking apart that interior defense.
Back to Hayes. Pass to Odom. Back to Hayes. And finished off by Hayes.
Hayes does everything on the floor with force, including that power slam.
Curry with a steal. And there's the foul. It'll go on Kyrie Irving. That'll be a second foul of the game.
First team foul. Coming onto the floor for your home team, Sean Livingston.
Driving inside. And he dunks it down.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today.
Absolutely salivates when he attacks the rim.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
And the move that really shook up the NBA world. I mean, Kevin Durant asking and receiving a trade out of Brooklyn. Now, with this team, he makes them a title favorite overnight.
Well, you look at Durant, and it's obvious. He feels like he's got so much more to prove. I mean, he's as driven a player as you'll find in this league. That's part of his greatness.
To the paint. Here's Hayes. And finished off by Hayes.
Did you guys see that? What an insane slam.
Man, you got to have some hang time to pull that off.
Yeah, to glide in and reverse it home like that, so sweet.
Inside. The rebound by Embiid. Chicago with the ball. They trail by 6.
Just too big, too tall. I mean, once Smits has the ball in the lane, you pretty much have to foul him to stop him.
Second team foul.
First one falls for him.
At the line, 2 shots.
And that's good as he hits both shots.
This is really amazing. I mean, from March 1st, 2014 to October 26, 2016, Joel Embiid didn't play in a basketball game. 31 long months, rehabbing back and foot injury.
And it's blocked by Embiid.
He is such a well-coordinated, fluid athlete for his size. Joel Embiid blocks a lot of shots and probably changes even more.
Back to Randall. And it's Randall with the jam.
What he might lack in height at the 4 spot, he makes up for it with his burst.
Well, give Philadelphia credit. They didn't rush Embiid back.
They, in fact, trusted the process, pun intended, folks. And Joel has returned the favor. An MVP caliber center who changes a franchise. He is a franchise cornerstone piece. A great example of how being patient and doing what's best for the player ends up being a winning combination for all.
The visitors with the ball. 6-point game. On the wing, Durant. Takes a 3. Butler. Deflected.
And that's evidence that Markkanen is working on his defense, and it's critical that he does so. And blocks like this show he's making good stride.
To the middle. And down it goes. Dumps it through off a beautiful setup.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
And, you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
Allen with it. Now guarded by Butler. Here's Chandler. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
You know, with that kind of height mismatch, you've got to send help defensively.
Here's Ginobili. Hits it from the high post.
Ginobili typically likes to shoot threes and go to the rim. But he can hit from the mid-range as well. Got a full package in his game.
Pass to Randall. Oh, Durant with a steal. Butler on the wing. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And there's the foul. It's on Joel Embiid. That's foul number 2 for him.
Checking in for your home team.
46 seconds left in the second period. Driving to the basket. And Curry throws it down.
Curry does not just hurt you from deep. He is a clever finisher on the drive. Lethal at penetrating and finishing.
Ginobili, no good.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Shot is good by Curry. Curry's gotten 4 this quarter.
And I'll tell you, we see Curry working on his balance all the time. Well, I'll tell you what, it paid off on that challenging play.
With the ball on the string, just getting anywhere he wants to go.
It's Markkanen on the wing. Now Curry. Back to Markkanen. And Markkanen with the stuff.
Well, I tell you what, Curry is such a tremendous perimeter shooter. I think his ability to set up teammates and his unselfishness are often underrated.
Timeout called here. Chicago decides to talk it over. And And so it's Atlanta with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. And don't go far. We'll be right back. Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. The visitors with the ball. They trail by 9. Here's Irving. Outside Durant. Offensive rebound. Here's O'Neal. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
O'Neal throwing himself around and coming away with the bucket. He is an absolute wrecking ball and a gigantic one on the glass.
Going inside.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scale.
And adds a few more points to their lead, showing off some style.
Wow, that was prime time stuff right there.
Guys, it is symbolic of their effort here tonight. Not sure what the defense was thinking. I mean, you can't leave this guy open from deep.
You know, one thing Kyrie Irving has talked about is reclaiming his power.
Well, he has stopped listening to the outside voices telling him what to do, finding his own purpose and his identity. And at times, that's meant being something of a renegade.
Pass to Chandler. Here's Odom. Down low. And it's Chandler missing.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
They've done a great job of moving the ball tonight.
Yeah, B.A., keeping everybody involved keeps everyone engaged.
Odom driving with force that time. Moving pretty well for a guy of his size. Tell you what, guys, you don't see that often. I mean, when he's this open, usually it's lights out.
Basket counts. And it's a 10-point Atlanta lead.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
And he slams it in one-handed.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
Grabs the board and goes right in for the putback. I love it, B.A.
Yeah, wanting to close the gap. Makes sense to get aggressive on the glass here.
Well, I don't think it would be a bad idea, but, I mean, they could use all the second chance points they can get.
Julius Randle, Larry Martinet, Morris Peterson.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. With the putback. Great positioning on the putback. O'Neal's got 8 points here in the quarter.
As usual, he's right there to save the play. Nice timing on the tip-in. And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
And the shot's good by Irving.
Irving has the touch needed to do damage from just about anywhere, including from there.
And he recovers it. Here's Livingston. 10 points for him. Pass to Peterson. And another shot. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It goes on Kyrie Irving. First free throw is good. So both teams changing it up here.
At the line.
So he gets them both. Here's Irving. 14 points for him. And that's a foul called on Stephen Curry. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. And And it's Nowitzki missing.
The rebounding numbers make it obvious why they're in front.
And you know what? That tells the story in a lot of games, guys. And here you go. It's telling the story tonight, too.
Slams it down with two hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Irving, no good. That's tipped. On the wing, Irving. Sure, from three-point range. Irving's got 17 points.
Well, I tell you what, he's one of the best scorers in the game, and I love how Irving continues to be in attack mode.
Curry. And Curry throws it down.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
He's off on the first.
So many of the hopes for this team rest on Curry's shoulders. It's an immense responsibility, but he carries it out with fire and optimism.
That's good from Harden.
An effective playmaker and the more efficient scorer, Harden continues to be a highly productive player.
12 seconds left in the third. Here's Allen. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
And he drops the first.
Shooting for your home team. Norvell Pell.
Hits both from the stripe. 7 seconds left in the third. Here's Nowitzki. The three-pointer off the mark. And so it's Atlanta. A sizable lead of 14 at the break. We hear teams talk about wanting to get the ball inside, but this is how you do it. Back to the game after the... And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Curry with it. Pass to Hayes. Tipped.
Love seeing O'Neal use his body to come up with those blocks. An imposing force and a pretty consistent defender as well.
Over to the wing.
Oh, wow! Oh, watch out below.
Big finish. And that one is hammered home.
That'll be a move to remember. Wow.
Yeah, great creativity in the air.
A circus dunk for you right there, guys.
First team foul. Into the lineup for your home team.
Here's Harden. Misses off the left iron. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far.
We ain't gotta be friends. You know hustlers don't sleep. I embody the trend. Maybe that be the